Good morning, students. So, in the last class, we studied about the different forms of business organization and we finished that chapter. So, today we are going to start the new chapter in part B. So, in part A, we finished the 3 chapters. Okay. We are going to start the new chapter in the part B, the first chapter in the part B. That is, part B is related to the finance and trade. So the first chapter is the sources of business finance. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about what is meant by business finance and what are all the nature and the importance of business finance and what are the main important sources of finance which is on the basis of ownership. It is divided into 2 types of fund on the basis of ownership. First one is the owners fund and borrowed fund, and important features relating to the owners fund and borrowed fund. And next one is how to raise the finance through the ownership. That is, in the ownership means there is a 2 types of fund being that is owners fund and borrowed fund. And in the owners fund, how the finance can be raised through different that is different consideration, different forms of resources, how the finance can be raised. Okay. And in the borrowed fund also there is different type of resources where the finance can be raised. Okay. So these are all the topics we are going to learn from this chapter. So the first one is what is meant by business finance. We already studied finance is a word which is we already cross in our accounts also, the financial. Okay. So the financial and finance is moreover same. The financial means that is relating to the finance or the monetary value to analyze the money value that is relating to the deposits of fund into the business concern in order to carry out the business activity. Likewise, the finance. What is my business finance? It is referred to the fund. It may be the capital fund or it may be a credit fund which is invested in the business by the business people, and it's also defined as planning, raising, managing and controlling all the money used or capital fund of any kind which is used in the connection to the business activity. Okay. So this is the main important concept of business finance, and there is a 2 important definitions by the different authors of finance. That is the business activity which is concerned with the acquisition. Acquisition means purchasing and the conservating of capital fund in order to meet the financial needs. This is the main objective, and also to achieve the overall objective of the business enterprises. Okay. So the finance is the major function of any business enterprises, mainly deals with the arrangement of an adequate amount of capital in order to achieve the objective of the enterprises. Okay. So this is a concept and introduction part of business finance. So business finance is refers to capital fund and also the credit fund which is invested into the business in order to carry out the business activity in order to achieve the objectives of the enterprises. And next one is what is the importance of business finance. So the business cannot be or enterprises cannot start the business without without an adequate fund. Only with the proper initial capital which is which is the opening capital is called as the investment capital, which is also called as the initial capital, which is the main important sources of any business activity to start the business. So the amount of capital which is required is only depends upon the nature and the size of the business. As per the nature and the size of business, capital will be differ. Okay. So the next one is, so any business enterprises requires the capital and finance for certain purposes. So what are the important purposes? First one is to start the business enterprises, to purchase fixed asset in order to meet the day-to-day expenses, and also to meet the working capital requirements. What is working capital? Working capital is nothing but the current assets and the current liabilities. What is the current assets and current liabilities? That is the current assets and current liabilities are frequently happening. It is one of the assets and liabilities which is happening in the business concern frequently, but in all the expenses which is incurred on the current assets and the current liabilities is called the working capital. That is the capital amount which is spent on the day-to-day activities. And also the finance is playing a very important role for the growth and expansion projects of the company. And also the adequate finance which provides the benefits, some of the benefits. What are the benefits? The adequate finance means that is after meeting all the expenses, after meeting all the important that is utilizing the fund for the important that is important resources. There may be some of the funds will be kept as an reserve or provisions in order to meet the other important activities, that is to meet these liabilities and to carry out their business smoothly. And can be the additional fund or finance can be utilized to adapt new technology and latest technology and new innovative methods of production, and to make use of business opportunities in order to face the competitions, and to replace these assets and machineries that is purchasing the new assets and machineries as per the marketing trend. That is recession and depression period of trade cycle. What is the recession and depression period of trade cycle? The trade cycle is as a marketing condition. Trade cycle is nothing but the marketing condition. We can't able to judge when the market will be in a right condition and when the market is in a difficult condition. We can't give the judgments, and we can't able to predict as a business environment. So as per the changes in the trading cycle, as per the market conditions, the finance there should be a proper finance and the adequate finance in the business concern to meet the unpredictable expenses. Okay, so the next one is, what are all the important sources of finance on the basis of ownership? On the basis of ownership, the finance can be called the business finance. There is a two source of business finance. First one is the owner's fund and second one is the borrowed fund. So first we are going to see about what is my owner's fund. It is the fund which is contributed by the owners as well as the accumulated profit of the company. So it is contributed by the owners. So the fund remains with the company and has no liability to return this fund to the owners. Okay. So the fund remains with the company and there is no such liability for the company to return the fund to the owners. So for example, called as the equity shares and the retained earnings. So some of the examples of owners fund are returned earnings and the equity shares. Okay. So some of the main features of owners fund are, it is one of the permanent capital and it is considered as a provision of risk capital, and no security is required, and is one of the sources of owner fund. Okay, so the first one is permanent fund. Permanent capital means that is the owner's fund is considered as a permanent investment in the business. So it is not a refundable like loan or borrowed fund. So it is a large part of the owner's fund which is very useful for acquiring or purchasing the fixed asset. And provision of risk capital is means the owner's fund is also known as the risk capital of the business, as the return on this capital depends upon the rate of earnings of the company. Okay, so return on this capital depends upon the rate of earnings. What is the rate of earnings of the company? That is a profit. Okay, so in case the company is incurring loss, then it is not compulsory to pay any return on the owner's fund. So there is no liability to repay the amount to the owners. Okay, this is called the provision of risk capital. Provision means that is this one of the reserve or a safety. If loss continues, owners may be unable to recover even their original investment. So in times of prosperity, high level of return is given on a owner's fund. Okay, so the return on owner's fund varies with the profit earning of the company. That is why it is called as a risky capital. So it is called as why it is called as a risky capital. So if there is a loss, the return on the that is the return on owner's fund will be very low, and if there is only if there is a profit, the return on owner's fund will be more as per the profit earning capacity of the company. Okay, so only it is called as a risky capital for the owner's fund. Okay, so next one is no security required. There is no security has been offered against the owner's capital. So there is no security for the owner's fund. And next one is owner's fund comprises of share capital and retained earnings. Okay, next one is the borrowed fund. What is a borrowed fund? It is a borrowing of the firm. So it includes all the funds which is available by way of loan or credit. So borrowed funds is nothing but the borrowing of the firm from the other financial institutions. So what are the important features? It is a fixed time because the borrowed fund is raised by the business firm for a specific period, and these funds may be raised for the short term. It may be the short term loan or medium term loan or long term loan as per the requirements of the business finance. And security means the firms can get the borrowed funds against the security of the assets. So only on the basis of the security of the assets the financial institution provide the funds to the business concern, and also the name of the concern is very important. Okay, so next one is regular payment of interest. So it is one of the legal compulsion, it is one of the rules and regulations of the business financial institution in order to provide certain interest on the borrowed fund, and they have as per the terms and conditions the rate of interest also varies between the short term, medium term and long term loan. So the principal amount also has to be paid within the period of time along with the amount of interest. Okay, second one is, next one is the control. The borrowed fund security holders do not get the right to control and manage the activities of the business firm. It is one of the demerits also. So the security holders have no right to control and manage the activities. They have the right to sue the firm in the case there is a default in the payment. So if there is any default in the payment of the interest or repayment of loan amount, they can't be able to run their business continuously. Okay, so that is the controlling power is very less when compared to the owner's fund. And next one is borrowed fund. What are the sources of borrowed fund? Or some of the sources of the borrowed fund or debentures. Debentures is one of the we will see later. So next we are going to study about what is made debentures and loan from the commercial banks and from other financial institutions, public deposits, intercorporate deposit, trade credit. These are some of the sources of borrowed fund. From these sources are acting very properly, that is helping the business concern to without any intermission. They are running their business activities very effectively, only with the proper providing of resources by these financial institutions. Okay, so there is some of the differences between the owner's fund and borrowed fund. First one is the meaning, which is contributed by the owners. But it's a borrowed fund, it is the borrowing of the fund. Time period, it is a permanent capital, but it is the borrowed fund is for the fixed period of time. Security, the owner's fund there is no security, but in the borrowed fund against the security of the assets they can borrow the fund from the other financial institutions. And in the factor of control, the owner's fund contributors control the company, they have the full control to control the company, but in the borrowed fund security holders do not get the right to control the business concern. And next one is the sources. Some of the sources of owner's fund or that is retained earnings and share capital. Next one is the source of the borrowed fund: debentures, loans, trade credit, public deposits. And right to the owner's fund security holders have the right to get the regular return, whether if it is a profit or loss, but have a legal right to get the regular return. But in the borrowed fund security holders have only the legal right to get the regular return. Risk bearer, the factor of risk bearer, the owner's fund security holders are primary risk bearer, but here no risk. Okay, so next one is sources of raising the finance. So on the basis of ownership, there is two type of fund: owner's fund and borrowed fund. And in the owner fund, what are the sources of raising the finance? First one is the equity shares, preference shares, retained earnings, GDR, that is Global Depository Receipt, ADR is American Depository Receipt, and IDR is called as International Depository Receipt. And in the borrowed fund, these are all the important sources of raising the finance, business finance, that is debentures, loan from financial institutions, loan from commercial banks, public deposit, trade credit, intercorporate deposit, ICD. So intercorporate deposit, ICD, is deleted from our syllabus. So no need to study the intercorporate deposit. Okay. The first one is first we are going to see about the owners fund, that is the long term sources. It is one of the long term sources of finance. Okay, first one is the equity shares. So share is the smallest unit in which the owner's capital of the company is divided. Okay, so share is the interest of the shareholders in the company, which is measured by the sum of the money for the purpose of liability and interest. So it is one of the interest of the shareholders in the company, and it is measured by the monetary value. So the share can also be defined as the unit of measure of a shareholder's interest. So what is share will be defined as the unit of measure of a shareholder's interest. Okay, so as per the Companies Act, a public company can issue two type of these shares to the public. One is the equity shares and another is the preference shares. So first we are going to study about what is meant by equity shares and some of the features of equity shares. First one is the equity shares. Shares means the smallest unit in which the share capital of company is divided, and it also includes the stock. So share capital of company is divided, and it is issued to the public as a shares. So they will purchase the, it is issued to the public, and the public will purchase the shares as per the terms and conditions and as per the monetary value which is fixed by the company. So equity share is a common security which is issued under the permanent or owners fund capital. So it is coming under the owners fund capital. So it is the important source of raising the finance under the long, it is also the long term capital. So the equity shares are those shares which do not carry any special or preferential rights in the payment of annual dividend or repayment of capital. So dividend is one of the share in the profit. Okay, so the time of winding up means that is at the time of closing. Also the capital of equity shareholders is returned only after every claim has been settled. Okay, so the prior to the year 2000, the companies were allowed to issue the equity shares with equal rights. So the year 2000, an amendment was made in the companies permitting the company to issue the two categories of equity shares. First one is the equity shares with equal rights and equity shares with differential rights as to dividend. So there is the two types of, so there is a two categories of issue of equity shares to the public. One is the equity shares with equal rights, and another one is the equity shares with the differential rights. Features of equity shares. First is the primary risk bearer. So the equity shareholders are the primary risk bearer of the company. So in case the company suffer the losses, then the equity shareholders have to bear the or ready to bear the loss if there is any loss is suffering by the company. So the due payment is given to the creditors before paying the equity shareholders. Okay. The next one is claim over residual income, that is the equity shareholders have claim over the leftover income of the company only. Okay, so all after meeting all the expenses, if there is any income which is left over, they can claim that amount. They get the share in the income left after satisfying the claims to the creditors. So they will get the share in the income after paying all the claims which is to be paid to the outsiders or creditors or the preference shareholders. Okay, and basis for loan. Equity shareholder is the basis on which the loan can be raised. So on the basis of the equity share capital, loan can be raised from the other financial institution. So the amount of equity share capital add to the creditability of the company. It is one of the amount which is credited to the company, and the amount of equity share capital increase the confidence of the creditors. It also increase the confidence of the creditors. And controlling feature is the equity shareholders have control over the activities of the company, have the full control because it is on the basis of the owner's fund. So the equity shareholders have voting rights, and the equity shareholders vote to select the board of directors who can control and manage the affairs of the company. So the next one is higher profit. So the rate of interest for debenture holders and the rate of dividend for preference shareholders are fixed. So the debenture holders we are going to study, it is one of the creditors, it is one of like the creditors, okay, and the preference shareholders are also one of the type of the shareholders. And rate of dividend is the share of profit. If there is more profit, they will give certain percentage in the share of profit, is called as a dividend. And at the time of profit, the debenture holders and preference shareholders with the fixed income only, but equity shareholders enjoy the higher profit. So when there is a higher profit, the debenture holders and the preference shareholders will get only the fixed rate of dividend or fixed rate of interest, but the equity shareholders will enjoy the higher profit. Okay, next one is preemptive right. So the equity shareholders are given preemptive right by the provisions of the Companies Act. So as per the provisions of the Companies Act, the equity shareholders are enjoying the right. As per this right, whenever a company is planning to issue the equity shares, it might offer the shares to the existing shareholders only. This is the right. So what is my preemptive right? So whenever the company decided to issue the new equity shares, the first offer to issue the shares only to the existing, it is the old equity shareholders. So if the existing equity shareholders refuse to buy the new issue, then only the company should offer this shares to the general public. This is one of the basic rights, a preemptive right to the existing shareholders. So the right is protect the controlling right of the equity shareholders. Okay, next one is the permanent capital. So the equity shareholders provide the permanent fund of the company. So there is no fixed commitment to return the money or pay the fixed rate of dividend to the equity shareholders. Okay, so next one is preference shares. So these are also one of the source of finance under the owners fund, and which gets the preference over the equity shares. So the preference shares are those shares which get the preferences over the equity shares in respect to the payment of dividend and repayment of the investment amount, okay, during the time of winding up. So these shares will get the preferences over the equity shares on the basis of payment of dividend. Payment of dividend means the share in the profit of the company, and repayment of the investment amount during the time of winding up. Okay, so some of the important features of preferences are, first one is the fixed rate of dividend. Say the preference shareholders will get the fixed rate of dividend before paying the dividend to the equity shareholders. Next one is the no security. The company do not offer any security against the preference shares. So preference share capital is a part of the owner's fund capital. Okay, voting rights. Do not get any voting rights under the general conditions. You get the voting rights only if the dividends are not paid for 2 years. So only at the time when the dividend is not paid for 2 years, you get the voting rights. Hybrid security. So the preference shares are also called as a hybrid security, as these shares have the features of equity shares as well as the futures of the debentures. So it is called as a hybrid security because it includes futures of the equity shares and debentures. Okay, so this preference shares will get the dividend only when the company is earning the profit, and like debentures, preference shares will get the fixed rate of return. Help to collect the large amount of funds. So the preference shares helps to collect the huge amount of funds because the investors and financial institutions prefer to invest in the preference shares of the company. Okay, so the preference shares will attract more on the public because due to the fixed rate of return, always there will be a rate of return when the shares are received under the preference. Okay, and no fixed liability. So dividend to the preference shareholders is paid only when the company is earning profit. So there is no fixed liability to pay the dividend to the preference shareholders. Only if there is a profit, the company will decide to pay the dividend to the preference shareholders. So only it is called as no fixed liability to the preference shareholders. Okay, so it includes some of the differences between the equity shares and preferences. On the basis of the face value, equity shares is very low, but the face value of preference shares is high. Dividend is paid to the equity shareholders after paying the dividend to all the shares, but the preference shareholders will get the fixed rate of dividend before the equity shareholders. Voting right. Equity shareholders get all the voting rights, but preference shares will get the voting rights only when the dividend is not paid for 2 years. Attraction. It is equity shares attract bold and attract and conservative investors. Risk or primary risk bearers, equity shareholders, and the risk involved in the preference shares is very less. Refund of capital. At the time of winding up, the equity shareholders are refunded only after paying to the preference shares. At the time of winding up, preference shares get priority over the equity shares. Okay, and redemption. Redemption is repayment. The equity shares are never repaid or paid back. Redeemed means redemption or redeem is meaning of repayment or paid back during the lifetime, but preference shares may be redeemed on the expiry of the fixed period of time or as per the time which is fixed by the company. Okay, so today's class we started and finished up to the topic sources of rising finance under the owners fund, and that is equity shares and preference shares, and some important features of equity shares and preference shares. Okay, so the next class we will continue the next topic in this chapter. It's a very easy chapter. Okay, so go through the topic and and try, and in the book bag exercises there is some of the case studies. So study the case studies up to the topic we finished. So up to the topic means up to the preference shares. So what are all the questions relating to the topic we finished in this class? Just to read and study the one more questions, that is the multiple choice questions, and very short answer. It is a very easy one. And in the case studies also, just try to study and write up to the topic we finished. And if you take the guidelines to the NCERT questions, you can able to study the multiple choice questions, and in short answer question, first question, second, third and fourth. In short answer question up to the fourth question you can able to write, and long answer question first two questions. So first question you can able to study, and it also includes the page number. Okay, so today's activity is after finishing by listening your explanation, take the case study and multiple choice questions, short answer, and NCERT questions. In short answer questions in NCERT, first four questions, and long answer first question up to the topic we finished. Okay, so study and write as a test in your class or note. Okay, thank you students.